Greetings, Skeechlings. Skeechlime here with another One Piece power-up video. And like with all my power-up videos, I do like equipment, general power-up concepts, and super moves. But hey, this is Usopp Volume 3, so most because Usopp is the way he is, like his equipment and power-up moves are kind of about in the same way. So yeah, um, so we'll just kind of be getting straight to the power-up moves essentially. And the first one is one that didn't quite make the cut for Volume 2, and it is the Carrot Kunai. Um, Essentially, it's a carrot that's fashioned like a kunai, that he would be able to just grow as many as he needs, but unlike the real kunais that were like supposedly supposed to believe, like in Naruto and stuff, they were like dagger throwing weapons. While this could still function as that, their main function was as a digging prying tool. And I thought that's kind of funny, it's a carrot, a root vegetable that you could dig up with another carrot. So hence the idea. It's a utility item. There you go. Next is the bark shield. This is a tree that once it's grown, it has like these segmented bark plates. They're about 2 inches thick. The two functions for it is it can form like a defensive wall, or the bark plates can be removed as shields, lightweight defensive shields. And that's like if they have allies and stuff that they want to fight along with them, they now have like some strategic defense that they can apply, because he can outfit them all. Because like I'd say these trees can grow 10 to 20 plates in all. So yeah, be an easy way to outfit a small group of people in a efficient amount of time. Next is the sap trap. This is a willow-looking kind of tree that produces these sap pods on the end of its branches. These pods can be thrown, or, as Usopp does, he would shoot it with his slingshot, creating a sticky trap. Be it, you cover the ground in them, people's feet get stuck, they fall over, they get more stuck, or you could, like, if they're close enough to a building, you could maybe get them stuck to a wall or something. You can cover their eyes with them. You can cover their mouth, stick their hands together so they can't fight. There's a few different ways you could do it to just restrain them. Next is the Baobab House. This is modeled after the massive baobab trees of Africa. And because they are so big, and I saw pictures of even one being used as a porta potty, well, not a porta potty, it's a tree, but like it was an outhouse, is what I meant to say. So I was like, let's make that into a house, very similar to Yoda's house that he has on Dagobah. And basically, it's like a little quick setup camp that the Straw Hats can use, like when they go onto an island to like restock on supplies and stuff, but like it's too far in to go to the town or something, so they can't return in a timely manner to the Sunny, so then they just stay over the night on the island. And it could be like a variety of sizes, 1 to 3 stories I would think would be the maximum. But its other main function is that it can be used as like a battle encampment. When like in a big battle, they have a bunch of allies with them, but they're starting to get injured, they now have a safe place to heal them up. And also it's a good way to like aid in regrouping efforts, like say they had 100 people with them, but now they're down to 60, so now they have a place they can strategize for the next move. Next is the acid cannon. This is styled like after the carnivorous pitcher plant, which dissolves trapped insects and even small mammals in its like pitcher-esque body or bulb-like flower, and it just digests them with its digestive fluids, breaking them down for their nutrients. So I styled this one to look more like a cannon, like Civil War-esque kind of cannon that's about medium sized, so up about to Usopp's waist. It fires the digestive juices. and so it can burn and dissolve. Burn people or dissolve doors and walls that they're trying to get through. Next is the Iron Briar Barrier. Now, this is basically the ultimate thorn bush. Those like sticker bushes and everything that like you accidentally fall into as a kid? Well, imagine this, but it's almost like barbed wire quality because these are hard as iron, sharp as iron, hurts just as bad as if you got stuck like the girl in the first Tremors movie when she got wrapped up in barbed wire. Yeah, that's about what this amounts to. It can be used as its own defensive barrier to deter enemies, or you can just essentially push someone into it and then they get tangled in, and it's just, ooh, I just don't want to think about it. Because that just, ugh. Next is the Sequoia Send-Off. This one, simply put, is just a giant sequoia tree growing in an instant underneath your feet, sending you high into the air. Basically put, the impact gets you or the fall gets you. Simple as that. Next is a collection of Wano exclusive pop greens that Usopp could have after the Wano arc is concluded. So basically after, Kaido and Orochi are defeated, Usopp, with the help of some Wano allies like Kinemon and whatnot, they help him collect some like Wano exclusive, aka Japanese, plant samples that he would then crossbreed with pop greens to make new varieties. The first being the Invigor snack. This is based on the Amana edulis. It's an edible plant. The whole thing is supposedly edible, but also it has like these invigorating properties as well. So I thought this could be used as like an emergency food supply or a quick pick-me-up for energy during prolonged battles. Luffy's getting tired after he's, Gumu Gumu Gatling like all the fodder or something, and he's like, Usopp, I'm hungry, and he's like, gotcha, and he makes like a little patch of them. Luffy grabs them with his arms, eats the whole thing, and then he's like, yeah, energy. Or, the more, like if you have a bit more time on your hands, you could use it to make tea. Using the petals to make tea. And there you go. You could distribute it to more than just one person in the case of Luffy. Next is the Snaring Snake Flower. This is based on the snake gourd flower, which is a white flower that has like these little tendrils that come off of the petals, which then allows it to tangle up on other fauna and such. I thought, why not just go full snake given the name, and just put like little snake heads on the end of the tendrils. So now you have like Venus flytrap styled snake heads all over the thing. And when he launches it, it would basically just like, they would start wrapping and biting on to whoever he's shooting at, and now they're restrained, and he can either take them out further by knocking them out, hit them with a follow-up attack, or just leave them tangled up. It doesn't really matter. But they can also be used as like a scare tactic, because Usopp would do that. He would just hold on one of these things, and if you have a fear of snakes, like this multi-headed snake flower is going to scare the shit out of you. But like if you see a close-up of what these things look like, they remind me of Starro from the DC universe. It's weird, but I love it. But their final function is also they could shore up unstable structures, like a building starting to collapse. Usopp knows there's allies inside trying to get out or to do something. He can shoot these and they'll like hold on to the building at its weak points, giving it some level of stability. And next is the Adonis Death Shot. This is based on the Amur Adonis, which is completely poisonous. It's a yellow flower, by the way. Basically, like he would grow a 3 to 4 foot tall Amur Adonis, pick out the seeds, and then because poison has to be ingested to take effect, he then shoots the seeds into a target's mouth. But because we're not going full on deadly with this, because it's One Piece, mostly they would probably either vomit up the seeds due to the food poisoning effects, or they would pass it through their system. But either way, they're going to be incapacitated for a while so Usopp can then just move on to someone else or accomplish another task. And finally, we have Grown Toad. Now, this one is not a pop green per se. It is taking the concepts of pop greens and applying it to his little toad buddy, who is now known as Gamma Pionsuke. This idea I'm crediting to Dre from Discord. He's a friend of mine who originally expressed the idea that Usopp should keep his little toad buddy after the arc is over, and I full-heartedly agree. I mean, another little, straw hat kind of companion is always nice. So basically, it's like taking the principles of the Grow Up from Black Kabuto mixed with Chopper's Rumble Balls. So Chopper would be involved in the creation of these like little pop green pellets, essentially, that would allow Pionsuke to grow in size, big enough for Usopp to even ride. So now he has a mount that he can ride into battle. Pionsuke can whip around with his tongue, kick people, jump to unreachable spots that Usopp might have had problems with. And, Usopp now has like an easy way to just snipe people in a quicker fashion because he's moving around a lot faster. But also I thought combo attacks, which I call the Pio Uso combo style. The first one is Toad Firestar, completely ripped off from Naruto, as most of this idea is. Basically, he'll shoot out some toad oil. Usopp will then ignite it with like a phoenix star, kind of similar to how him and Frankie did during Thriller Bark with like the super phoenix star, I believe is what it was called. And it just becomes a bigger, more powerful fire attack. Next is the Rap and Smack. Pionsuke wraps up a target with his tongue, and then Usopp starts going to town with his hammer, or whatever he has on hand, and just knocks the piss out of them, because now they're an immobilized target. And finally, we have the Slick Trick, which is Pionsuke covers the ground in oil, and then using the oil, he'll slip and slide around, gaining more speed and agility, while, if there's a bunch of fodder, like, trying to stay upright, they're not going to, because it's oil. So they'll be slipping, trying to keep their balance. Usopp can just easily start knocking them about or shooting them, taking them out. And that's about it. Let me know what you thought of these ideas, any you've had for Usopp, for what you think he might use in the future. Let me know down below. As always, check out my content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. I stream on Twitch, which then I tweet out live, so follow my social medias to stay in the loop. I'm part of a couple podcasts, the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, and the weekly manga podcast I co-host with Griever, so check out their channels. And as always, thank you for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, Keishlings, roll out!